Not entirely sure how this is going to work. Or if this is going to work. But I don't know if I can remember how to play the piano at all at this point. But I know one thing. If I don't try now, it's just never going to happen. I guess that's good enough. Oh yeah, because I know what to do with that. Fucking move. No, 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 no. Tell him to move and he lays down on top of my foot. And yes, you can't even act like you're angry at the dog without him whimpering. Don't give me no crap about that noise he just made. I learned that about him early on. I almost got into a fight over somebody not hitting my dog. That's how he reacts to not being hit. Amigo. Come lay down in your spot. Over here, in your spot. Good boy. He's just a big wuss. Oh God, it's hopeless. I have to learn it all over again. It's hopeless. See if I no, none of that either. So this is what it's like to have used to be able to play the piano. Kind of sucks. Oh, the sustain pedal has a fucking wires crossed. How about that? So it's a muffled pedal. That's nice. Oh, it's fucking pointless, isn't it? Used to have this fucking middle part down. Alright. I had learned it to the point where it would just happen automatically. Now I can't even do basic scales. You know, I want to do a voice warm up. Yep, so I'm pretty sure I have to mark piano off of the list of shit I can play. Kind of depressing. My wife left me and I forgot how to play the piano. What's up? This isn't going very well. I am marking piano off of the list of shit I can play. I need to go back to the drawing board. See? I don't even know where to fucking start Moonlight Sonata. Oh my god. Too much fruit. It's just not there anymore. It's not fucking there anymore. I used to be able to do the entire thing. The entire thing. All of it. The whole fucking thing. But at least the damn keyboard still kind of works. I'm not sure what this sustain pedal is supposed to be accomplishing, but it doesn't seem to be working properly. Yeah. How long has it been? Oh. Since before I met Karen. Misha, you want to play the piano? $20 says she lays down right there. This is where I will sleep. Oh, she actually understands. Oh. Smart little shit. Shark getter. I think we're gonna need a bigger cat.
Months more than ever before, and
I was searching for Christian Democrats and finally found one. It's funny how my channel never got recommended to her, her channel never got recommended to me. All kinds of men sitting there saying that it's preposterous that Christians could possibly be Democrats. Can't say I was terribly surprised to see that. Anyways. So none of the new people have fucking chipped in shit. Just wanted everybody to know that. As I embarrass myself for your viewing pleasure. Anyways. Oh. I had actually learned to play Fur Elise for a recital. I never learned Moonlight Sonata all the way through, but I could do like a good little fucking bit of it. Now I can't even fucking hear it. Had it for a second. I can get like about 8 more bars into it. Back in the day. Just that little first bit, yeah. I'd written a couple of songs specifically on the piano. Can't remember how to play those either. Definitely not like riding a bike. Basically, it's been 20 years. I've only been able to play like once in a blue moon. I've played less often than I drink, which is fitting, because I'm fucking drinking. Yep. Drinking anything. Back. About time I got back to drinking. I've been neglecting this. Got more than half a beer here. Don't worry. Nothing serious, just some fucking apple cider. Angry Orchard, apparently. I think I'm drinking Satanist beer, basically. Fucking imagery on that thing. Oh, this shit's intense. Hold on. Anyways. Do. Sticks don't grow like this. Sticks don't grow like this. That's not carved. That's a fucking pyramid that just grew out of the side of the stick. Kind of like that face. Only this is a fucking cartoon animation. Meant to look magical. This is a real stick that actually is magical. Again, Aramaic glyphs. Grown into it, not carved. And it followed me to America from New Zealand. And let me get all the crazy shit out before I start drinking. Ah, not even flat. It's from a few hours earlier. Delicious. It's mildly alcoholic apple juice. I've had two. I had one at the bar and brought the other home with me. Took a couple swigs. Opened it up when I got here. Did not drive while intoxicated because one apple cider beer is not enough to get anyone intoxicated. Certainly within the legal limits. or there's something really wrong with me. Like you'd have to be like a midget, basically. A midget with a low tolerance. And then maybe you'd be legally drunk from one beer. But as for me, I'm finding it relaxing just to have the old taste of woodchuck. Even though this is not woodchuck, this is Angry Orchard hard cider. Oh, woodchuck just wasn't manly enough for this particular bar, apparently. There's all kinds of wires everywhere. Misha's going crazy. Anyways. So, tomorrow morning I think I get to sell the Integra. Which means I'll have a little bit of money in my pocket until I start my job. Although, I got court Wednesday. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have a panic attack just thinking about that. Court. Why the fuck do we have court? Just why? Because all the times she said she was leaving, which never happened. Never said she was leaving at all, ever. All the times, this is according to her, all the times she said she was leaving, I threatened to kill her and the children. This is what she said. First of all, I never threatened to kill her and the children. Second of all, she never threatened to leave. Not once. Never, ever, ever did she say, I'm leaving you unless you do this, I'm leaving you, or that. If she would have ever said that, I would have done anything she asked. Yeah, it's just enough to make you honest. Honestly, I fucking miss her. And I can't believe she's gone still, and I want her back. It's what used to be how it used to be. But the reason why she's doing all this is not because of the things written in the report. She's basically using... The judicial system is being used as henchmen for an adulteress. But I told her all this would happen. I told her she wasn't ready for a relationship. I told her it was a bad idea. I had all the wisdom, I just didn't listen to myself. I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. Maybe I will someday. Someday. Fuck, I need a whole cigarette. This is becoming empty far too soon. Can't play my guitar because I ain't got no strings. And I can't play piano because I can't remember a thing. And I ain't got no woman because I took her for granted. And that's the damn truth. I took her for granted and she cheated on me and left. I took her for granted because my fucking mom died. And I thought if there was ever anybody I could take for granted, it was her. After my mom died, I thought she'd be willing to act like a fucking adult. And now we have an adulteress using the judicial system as henchmen. And you know, I'm starting to lean more towards not caring about the outcome and more towards just putting her in her place as a liar. Because, you know, she doesn't love me for putting up with her shit. She loved me for resisting her bullshit. This is bullshit. I intend to resist it. Last I checked, she didn't marry a fucking pushover. She married somebody who had what it takes to take care of her. I never lost that shit. She lost her shit. All I did was take her for granted. The same way she took me for granted. That's what happens when you're married. And struggling and putting up with some bullshit through from outside forces. You stick together. You're supposed to stick together. She didn't. She wouldn't. She couldn't. Not with me. She had to cling to her Creus instead of her Christian. But the grass is always fucking greener. You know? Chris can't handle her. Chris ain't nothing like her. Chris ain't nothing to her. Chris got nothing for her. And it's all gonna come crashing down with Creus. Where the fuck is that gonna leave her? With nothing and nobody. Just like she left me. With nothing and nobody. I literally got nobody to talk to right now but this fucking live stream. And whoever just happens to be on here. Thanks you, James, for fucking coming on. Anybody who wants me to stop this, you know, just fucking go ahead and put me in jail. Put me back in my element where I can be social. Do me a favor. Give me fucking, 3 square meals a day. Whatever. I don't fucking care anymore. wasting a bunch of money on lawyers for no reason. You're gonna put me in jail for a live stream. That's what she's trying to do. She's trying to equate this to contacting her. Even though I'm not contacting her. She doesn't have to be subscribed to my shit. She doesn't have to be stalking me on my shit. All she has to do is pull her hat out of her ass and be a loyal wife. Then again, all I have to do is take this fucking ring off and I can't seem to. I'm taking it off and putting it on the table and then putting it back on and taking it off and putting it on the fucking table and putting it back on. This just doesn't feel right. It's not right. It doesn't feel right on top of not being right, obviously not right. Just plain fucking wrong. I'm just so fucking bored. I can't do anything but just think about how I've never been bored like this when I was married. You know, I had kids, I had a wife. And just even trying to fight for her attention while she was fucking cheating on me. And I knew she was cheating on me. Trying to do whatever the hell I could to make her happy. Short of shit that was impossible. Not realizing that she had just decided that her and the kids should no longer do any housework. That's her fucking real standard that she fucking left on. That's why she left, according to me and her in our discussion. Because the fucking kids had to do housework. And I didn't have a job. Those are the two reasons she told me she left. She tells the police she'd been threatening to leave, and every time she said she was leaving, I would threaten to kill her and the kids. That's what it says in the fucking police report. I don't know what the hell she's told her friends, or my friends, or my former friends. Some fucking friends they are. Gonna believe a known liar, a known adulteress, for fucking being an adulteress again. And gonna act like I'm some fucking stranger. For what? For being cheated on? Or for shit that never happened? Oh, because they don't believe some shit that did happen. They believe shit that never happened. Because what she's saying never fucking happened. But what happened was she cheated on me before already. And I forgave her for that. What happened was she was married when I started fucking her. She was married when I conceived Layla with her. She was an adulteress when I met her. She was an adulteress when she moved in with me. She moved in with me and then went somewhere with Chris. She fucking moved her kids in with me and blamed me for losing my fucking dog. Blamed my dog for running off while she was on the phone with Chris. Same fucking guy. 8 years ago. Whoever's here, thanks for clicking the like button. Is that Max or Sean or who is that? Say hello. Lacey. How's it going, Lacey? Lacey knows how it feels to be just fucking bottled up and just no one to talk to. Oh, it's like crawling out of your fucking skin. And I got my lawyer telling me that if the judge sees the rage video, you know, the fucking rage video where I demonstrated what Russian suppression did to people, making them fucking commit suicide, making them enraged. I was overacting, if anything. But taken out of context, it's pretty fucking disturbing. I'm sure you guys found it relatable and entertaining. And my lawyer's all looking all big-eyed at me like, that's kind of scary, man. Well, yeah, you don't fucking know what it's like to be suppressed by Russian hackers for fucking years at a time. You don't know what it's like to have your business, getarealcomputer.com, shot to shit because Google suddenly decides that you have viruses on your website just because you supported Ukraine. I lost my business, now I've lost my wife, lost my family. I got told today by my fucking social worker, my little therapist person, that me wanting to see those kids, my kids, that I fucking raised like my kids, me wanting to see them is creepy. It's creepy for me to want to see two young girls as if they're just some fucking strangers. That's not right. Right? Like Job. Having everything taken from you. See, I'm just like Job. Because the story of Job wasn't just a man who had everything taken from him. He was a man who was upright in all the ways of God. A man who prophesied according to the Lord. And the devil himself went to God and asked permission to torment Job. Because he said, it is easy for him, this prophet, to do good and to be upright. Because he has all these blessings. But if you take away all these blessings, if you take away everything that he has, surely he will scorn you, O Lord. Do I scorn God? Not at all. I'm still giving a witness to him. As I pretend to be a normal person. So I need to sell this Integra tomorrow so I can have any money. Wasn't planning on living off of it. You know, you're not supposed to sell a car and live off of it. You're supposed to sell a car and convert that money into another asset, you know. Ugh. Yeah, but Lacey, you did things without thinking. You can't act on instinct and use holiness as an excuse. You have to think strategically and you have to be responsible. Which is why I didn't take anything into my own fucking hands, you know? I'm being the exact opposite of what they've accused me of being. They want to fucking put medications in me? Go ahead. Give me your medications. Yum, 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 yum. Hell, I'm taking my fucking doses on camera. On my live streams. Hey, look, I'm gonna take my fucking nightly dose right now. I took my one this morning on camera. I didn't have any fucking medications. She lied about that. She never said she was leaving until she left. She lied about that. I take medications until I go to a doctor and say I'd like to be unprescribed. This shit isn't working for me. I'm going to go back to self-medicating. And guess what? The doctor said, that's probably the best thing for you. I said, can you write me a prescription? No, I can't do that. And that was the family practitioner I've been seeing since I was fucking 12. Thank you, whoever left the third like. But where is this scenario where I threaten her and the kids? Where is this scenario where I threatened to kill myself when she said she was leaving? She's never said she was leaving. So that never fucking happened. Now, if she wants to admit to being an adulteress, therein you have a threat that I actually made. Oh yes. Told her she cheated on me again. Somebody's gonna fucking die. Because you know what? If you're gonna give somebody a second chance who cheated on you and then marry them, you need to see that they have enough respect for you to where that's not even a fucking problem. You should make that threat. If they cheat on you again, doesn't mean I was going to follow through on it. And she knew damn good and well I wasn't going to follow through on it because she knows I'm a reasonable and forgiving person. Obviously, I was being very forgiving at the time. But that's the only threat I ever made. And guess what? The motherfucker who might be fucking my wife right now is not safe and will never be safe as long as I'm alive. Anybody who wants to be the henchman of an adulteress is welcome to come and be the henchman of the adulteress. The sin is on your hands. I'll just get some free food. Yeah, Lacey, you don't need to be stuck in a toxic situation, though. You need to get the hell out of there. And you ought to come this weekend when I got enough money for us to fucking live off of for a little while. Well, that might be, but if you're the one who's trying to live your life for God, then you're the one who can change. And somebody who isn't trying to live their life for God is going to keep you at your worst and is going to prevent you from being able to change. And I need someone to clean up this fucking trailer because I can't do it. I just can't do it alone. I'm trying. I'm just not making a dent. Ow, ow, ow. Turn off my keyboard. I'm done playing. Or trying to play. Oi, 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 oi. So she might have me on camera being angry and erratic. But I have her on camera being manipulative to the point where she was making me out to be the Messiah on camera and shaming viewers for doubting me. Now, I remain objective as far as who or what I might be. But when it comes to human things, I act as human. Plain and simple. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut, man. That's how I am at work. That's how I am according to the law. Somebody wants to come take something from me and they got legal authority to do it. They take it. I don't fight the law. I respect law enforcement. I only whoop ass when absolutely necessary, and that never applies to a law enforcement person. Like, if I saw like a cop raping a child or something like that, oh yeah, that'd be a dead cop. But basically they're like priests. Wait, what? The only time you should kill them is when they're pedophiles, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway. I just struggle to understand what the fuck this is supposed to accomplish, other than making the children's lives difficult, other than unnecessarily fucking torturing me. That's like, that seems to be the main objective here. She's willing to make the fucking kids' lives worse just to get at me for wanting her to be loyal. Seriously? Because you know what I know it isn't? I know it isn't. She's afraid of me. I know that's complete fucking fabrication. She's lied to these neighbors of ours she calls her friends. Every fucking word about this whole thing has been a lie. And I'm not even allowed to fucking be friends with these people anymore. For what? Some fucking friends y'all were to begin with, not ever fucking telling me anything about this. Not offering counsel to your fucking neighbors when their marriage was splitting apart. Everybody just sucked it up, huh? Everybody just fucking kept it in. Everybody just watched us crumble. Really? Because nobody said one fucking word to me about her being unhappy. She has fucking depressive disorder. She gets unhappy, whether or not anything should fucking be making her unhappy. She's on she's supposed to be on medication for it. To the best of my fucking knowledge, anyway. I'm not her doctor, I don't have her medical records, but I know she said she fucking takes some medicine from a psychiatrist for her fucking depression. And I can tell you right now, she has some serious depressive issues. I don't want this family to split apart. There's no truth in any of this shit that she's saying about why she left. She's having a depressive episode, and when she has her depressive episode, she talks to this fucking guy named Chris. He's a fucking crutch and an enabler. And he's the only one who I've ever threatened. And that threat still stands. Could have backed the fuck up off of my wife. We're not even legally separated yet. This is Louisiana. This divorce will only be granted on the grounds of adultery because there's no fucking counseling here. There's no amenable fucking arrangement. There's no trying to actually work on this marriage taking place on her side alone. So it's just as simple. Either she needs to get treatment and come save her marriage, or she's acknowledging that she's an adulteress. And let me just clarify one thing. I have never implied that I would take any illegal actions towards this person who she might cheat on me with. And I'm not implying that I would ever take any illegal actions toward Chris. I'm gonna snap my fucking fingers. And something bad gonna happen to the boy. And I have absolute faith in that occurring. Because that's how it's happened in the past. Or do you know how to get in touch with Dennis? I threatened to use magic. Oh my God. You know, I also threatened to end the world. Cops want to get involved in that? Did she tell you that she's the caretaker of a mentally disabled person? I never told you I wasn't crazy. I remain objective. But as far as the world's concerned, I'm very much aware that I'm, a registered fucking crazy person. Am I supposed to apologize for it all of a sudden? No. What's going on here is the judicial system is being used as henchmen by an adulteress. Nothing more. An adulteress who failed her basic responsibilities as a wife. Because if I was getting suicidal, she should have had me committed without leaving. She left. She abandoned our fucking pets in this house. I lost a fucking $1,000 head of coral. Well, at least a $500 head of coral. And I lost half of two other fucking $1,000 heads of coral. Well, $1,000 and one $500. The big fucking Hollywood Stunner, the big plate, is half browned out all the way through. The slightly smaller one, that's actually gotten really fucking big back there in the top. It's half browned out all the way through. The only one that survived was the Turbinaria and the Monty. The orange Monty. The rainbow Monopora, the really valuable one, there's hardly anything fucking left of it. That's why I'm just like $1,000 head of coral, because that fucking rainbow Monty, the smallest little frag of that, go for $50. That piece, 6 inches by 4 inches. Huh. And the battery's getting low. Yeah, 6 inches by 4 inches, fragged out. It's about $900. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Anyways, queen wave. Queen waving. Sorry. It was the inflection. Hee-haw. Ah. You know, it's a good thing I didn't hire a private detective. Oh, wait. Yeah, my lawyer's good, but he's not that good. But, as far as I'm concerned, I caught her in the act of cheating on me. You know, tell me you talk to this guy so much because he's just your friend, and it's okay that you talk to him so much because he's so happily married. And then he fucking gets divorced and you leave me. That's all that happened here. You're at fault for this divorce, period, point blank, and you owe me a lot of fucking money. And what you're doing actually is committing crimes, think you're gaming the system. She thinks she's gaming the system. But she's committing fucking fraud and perjury. Falsifying a police report is another thing that's going to be plainly demonstrated by her unwillingness to seek any sort of counseling or make any sort of reconciliation possible. I can tell you one thing, I'm not going to stand there and let a judge tell lies into the record. You want to get ready for a fucking regional wide calamity? You want to get ready for some serious fucking natural disasters? Let a lie be spoken into the record against me. See what the father does. See what the true mother does on behalf of their servant. You've seen it before. It's on record. If it were not on record, I would not be saying this right now. Let lies be entered into the record against me and see what the fuck happens to you and all of those around you. You want to destroy those children's lives, by all means. Keep them away from me. That's all you're accomplishing by believing these lies against me. Am I supposed to apologize for being a prophet of God? Whether I'm a prophet of God is not in question. It is not a boast. It is not a delusion. It is not even a claim. It is simply a fact that has been recorded. You'd be delusional to go based on a lack of evidence and assuming the otherwise. You see, by assuming, you just make an ass out of you and me. Oh, and once you listen to that rain come down now. Nice little pitter-patter going. Oh, thought it was plugged in. You know, there's people in churches collecting money every Sunday for being prophets of God. That doesn't make them dangerous. That makes them con artists. Or maybe actual prophets of God. I remain objective based on the evidence, but I can objectively tell you that at the very least, I am a prophet. I have seen and foretold the future where no one else could see it. I have spoken against the coming doom of my country as if I were an old man in fucking Israel. And everything I prophesied, even according to the woman who stands against me, everything I prophesied came true. And I have her on video saying exactly that everything I prophesied came true. I had, out of courtesy, made those videos private until I received this restraining order. Now the videos in which she professes that I am basically the second coming are now there for everybody to see. And they're going to be on a hard copy for the judge to see during our divorce proceedings if she doesn't agree to reconciliation. Or not reconciliation, arbitration, or whatever the fuck people who are sane do. People with, the intention of being friends for the sake of the children do. My God. That's what I assumed was going to happen. If anything ever went south, I just assumed that we would try to be friends for the sake of the children. That she wouldn't just instantly declare war without provocation. Because, again, she cheated on me. Or is cheating on me. This is just like a show for her friends. I don't get it. She's just kicking me through the fucking dirt just to prove a point to other people that I'm some kind of bad guy. This is a lot to do to try to prove that somebody's a bad guy, just so you have an excuse to be an adulteress. If you think that karma's not going to catch up to you for this shit, you must not believe in karma at all. No, I'm not speaking to her. I'm speaking to hype. Yeah, I'm fucking talking to myself here, Talking to my friends. Speaking in hypotheticals. I'm allowed to talk to my fucking friends, aren't I? The only way I'd be talking to her right now is if she's stalking me. I got no problem with her doing that. As long as she ain't fucking trolling me. I wasn't a dick. I didn't turn around and make a fucking counter order. I could have put a fucking restraining order on her, and she wouldn't be able to visit her friend Robin. Yeah, she's fucking just coming and going as she please right next door while she's got a restraining order on me. And I could very easily just go tell the truth, whereas she had to tell lies. I could just go tell the truth of how she threatened to kill herself and her children multiple times. Of how she would try to leave the house and shove me out of the way. Saying that she was going to go drive her CRV into an 18-wheeler. That's where I got that fucking line from. But I had the wherewithal to not be a dick. And I got that order sitting in my fucking backpack still. Oh yeah, I got the paperwork. All I gotta do is go fucking drop it off. And she's gonna get served. I'll tell him you can probably find her at Chris's house. But everybody on this channel will testify to one thing. And can I get a witness in the comments, please? That if I say I wish somebody harm, and I'm not physically describing an act of physical violence, I am the rare type of person who has every confidence that God will seek vengeance on my behalf. And I have reason to kind of believe that, don't I? Can anybody attest to me being that kind of person and not somebody who's actually going to go and try to kill somebody? Anybody here see me hiding in the bushes? Or do you see me on my knees in prayer? And don't make me tell you how to do it. Because it's not exactly difficult for someone who's served God their entire life. Huh. My dad finally quit his ushering job. That's funny. For me in particular, let me explain how my magic works when it comes to shit like that. I have a lot of bad luck. My bad luck builds up like a Quincy fucking Volstandig. And every now and again, I can unleash all that bad luck on one person all at once. And every single time I've ever done this, especially regarding somebody fucking around with my women, it has been 100% effective. That's called voodoo, baby. New Orleans style. And don't make me make a doll out of a card and show you who the dealer is. Think it'll work? Of course it won't. I didn't write his name on it. Do I know his last name? Oh, yes, I do. I know more than that. You see, one other thing about me that I've explained before is that every time a woman has ever cheated on me, I've seen it happen. The more connected I was to them, the easier it was for me to see. She has been disconnected from me for a long time, but every now and again she does connect with me, and when she does, I can tell. I can see it. I can see her experiences with other men. While she's having sex with me. Just recently. Well, as recently as it were. After she took that trip to New Orleans. She suddenly got really aggressive in bed. Probably some of the best sex I ever had. Thanks, Chris. I guess she had to have, you know, the guy she really wanted, but with my dick inside her. But let's face it, it took a long time for her to get aggravated enough with me to leave. Because I got it where it counts, son. Anyway. That video called Divorce, where she's in here responding to me saying that she should brush her teeth. You know, because the sink doesn't have a hole in it. The shower does. It's difficult to take a shower here. It's not difficult to brush your teeth. She responded to this by talking about how my balls are too stinky and I make her suck my dick or something like that. Right in front of N Child. Now, admittedly, I was being a dick by saying that she should brush her teeth more than once a fucking week. Because, you know, she really does need to learn to brush her teeth more. A lot more. Like a lot more. But, you know, let's just say I try to talk about lewd things late at night when kids would be in bed. Or should be in bed. Anyway. You know what I feel sorry for? I feel sorry for this little public fund that she's using. She's using money that should be going towards women who are facing actual abusive situations to basically back up her history as an abuser and an adulteress. That's kind of fucked up, you know. I mean, that's money that's supposed to go towards people who are actually like getting hit by their husbands and shit, and she's just using it to fuck me over. Just use it to fuck me over, so she could get me locked up, and then, just as a chicken shit move, put a restraining order on me because she knew I was gonna find out. Oh yeah, I took all his fucking money. All the money? All the money. She took all the damn money. And all the nicest of my mama's shit. And apparently, Rip was ready to evict me if I didn't get rid of a bunch of shit and was acting like I was supposed to already know. Wonder how that came about. So the whole outside yard, everything is cleared the fuck out now. The shed's been cleaned out. Oh yeah. The weight bench is gone. All the old car parts outside are gone. All my old steering racks, all the old shock absorbers, all the old exhaust pieces, gone. A factory H22A JDM header with only a little bit of a leak in it. Gone. Probably going to be melted down for scrap. Integra gonna be gone. My riding mower already gone. My riding mower. Oh, I never got to do the fucking video. Oh shit. Never got to do the video. Good ass little mower. It's gone. I'm thinking I might sell this keyboard because my skills are fucking gone. What do you think, James? Should I sell it or start practicing more? It is something the fuck to do. And I don't have strings on my guitar after all. Probably couldn't get much money for it. About 20 years old. Floor model. Got it on sale at Guitar Center, I think. $2,002. 03. So yeah, almost 20 years old. $17. But it's a Yamaha. I don't know, man. I got a 29-gallon fish tank set up, complete setup if somebody wants that. Fucking $20. Come get it. I'd probably sell this whole 55-gallon setup for 200, maybe 100 to a friend. But no, wait, no. I'm supposed to be keeping. Next time the regulars send money saying keep the fish room. Keep the fish room fine. As long as I can start working, I'll be able to afford everything but that. I'll be like, keep the fish room fun. Stop me from looking over there and thinking, oh, what a nice ad on Craigslist that would be. You know, having this chair in here is kind of nice, but I can't see the TV. Then again, that's kind of nice too. I don't like to always be occupied by something. I miss like the times when my wife and I could just like be together with just us. When it wasn't Candy Crush as an excuse to be like talking to Chris and being on our phone all the time. Since November, she hadn't even fucking been bothering with the Candy Crush. Been talking to Chris. Really, since my mom died. It's an interesting fucking time to stop giving a shit about your husband. Like the well gone dry. I've been with some whiny bitches, and I miss all of them now. Like, to just have had a woman that could whine properly, not just get irate and just fucking crazy. Y'all see how she was on that fucking video when she left out of here? Y'all see how she was in them comments? That's what I've been dealing with in bursts. At least 3 times a week on average. With some up to a week periods without, that were miraculous. Maybe at most 2 weeks. I'm just trying to imagine that there was a time where there was 2 weeks without one of such outbursts. Period. Just whole mornings, whole afternoons, and evenings completely wasted on that. On her bringing up fucking Brittany and Lauren and anyway. Yeah, I think I still have the focus to, like, actually learn the piano again. But getting the sheet music and then learning Fur Elise all over again, I don't know if I could do that. But I really want to. I'm like, it just kind of pisses me off. I can't remember how to play it all the way through anymore. As hard as I work to get it all the way through. So, I guess I'll keep the keyboard and try to just learn chords and maybe try to play some blues. Anyways, I guess since we managed to segue somehow back to the piano shit, as good a place as any to end. I know one thing. I'm gonna have a lot of titles and themes for blues songs. I've been like free versing blues songs, just singing lately. Because if nothing else, the shocking nature of being left by someone who never once implied that they would ever leave you. Never once did she say, I'm going to leave if this, I'm going to leave, blah, blah, blah. Never did she say the word fucking leave. She was talking about separating for a couple of days. All of a sudden, as she was fucking packing her shit. And the way she left that time, just heartlessly. fucking have a sit down with a motherfucker, have a talk about something. She didn't want to talk about anything. No heart to heart. Just royal queen bitch to loyal subject. And me, like, I have to pick the time that I'm going to yell. Because I can't get like that for prolonged periods of time. My fucking tongue starts to swell up, my mouth gets dry. And I can't take it as far as my fucking heart's concerned. She knows that. I'm not capable of being considered like a threat to anybody. Alright? I can defend myself on instinct because I'm very well trained. But as far as dramatic or stressful situations, I begin to lose my ability to walk rather quickly because I have fucking heart problems. I'm getting out of breath just thinking about this shit. Guilty of doing magic, man. Guilty of threatening to use magic if she ever cheated on me again. Guilty of feeling like I was gonna die if she left. And I let slip the words, might as well kill myself because you're killing me right now. I said, no, you might as well run me over because you're killing me by leaving. And the next day, not then when I was like crying on my fucking knees in some fucking wet gravel. No, the next day when the banks and the law offices opened up. Then, as I'm trying to talk with some police officers, the EMTs and the fucking green shirts show up. And again, there was never a conversation about her leaving. So the whole premise of this situation that I supposedly would have threatened my fucking beloved little fucking darling, look, I mean, good God, I love those fucking kids. I'm hard on them because I love them, but I'm really not that fucking hard on them. Oh, clean your room, or you don't get to come watch TV with us. You know, like, Good God. It's not like I ever really make her clean up the whole thing. Just like clean up the view from here. She can't even get that right. She still ends up spending half the fucking time watching TV with us. As long as her homework was done. When I start yelling and crying and causing a big ruckus, yeah, I yell right back. It's called parenting. But the one that threatened their lives during the whole, parenting process was never me. That would be her. And the one that threatened to kill themselves over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, over 2 dozen times. It just became like a just a figure of speech. I thought, like until the day when she went up and grabbed the fucking knife, and I had to wrestle it out of her hands. But I'm not sitting there trying to fucking call a coroner service coroner's report on my wife. And I'm like, I had a talk with her about that shit at the time. And that's when she started seeing the fucking psychiatrist, I think. I had been recommending to her for a long time that she needs like a real therapist type help. That the shit that I tell her is just basic coping skills that everybody needs to learn, and that if she doesn't have any of them, she needs to seek therapy. There are Christian counselors out there. And she would get on this defensive attack that she basically promised, so long ago, that she understood that she should never be on. She said she understood entirely what it meant to accuse someone of putting everything on demons. As if I were to be that fucking ignorant. No, I don't put everything wrong with somebody up to a demon. When somebody gets angry every time you mention, thinking about God in any way, that's when I say there's a fucking demon involved. When somebody is in rebellion against God in their heart, and it comes out every time you're reminding them of God's blessings and God's promise, that's a demon. And that's the only time that I'd ever accuse anybody, or not accuse, offer assistance with demons to someone. Or tell them how to, recognize that in themselves. And yeah, she would get angry, complaining about her job, complaining about money, complaining about me. And I would try to get her to just, in so many words, in different phrasings, different ways, count her blessings. You got to think of what you have that makes you happy. no matter how little you have. Anybody who's lived in their car is well versed in this. And like, despite everything that we have, everything we've been given so generously by people who had, you know, more opportunities than us. She couldn't just look around and be thankful for it. She had just perpetual inequity. That's a good name for a blues song. Perpetual inequity. You know what it all comes down to it. She repeatedly tried to shove me out of the way when saying that she was going to abandon her children and possibly commit suicide with her vehicle. That's what my restraining order could say right now. Those are the facts. And now my daughter, my biological, not legal, my biological daughter, who I raised for the past 8 years, who's 10 years old, she has double pink eye because she's not in my care. Double pink eye? Really? Yeah, she needs me fussing at her. I'm her dad. Don't do that. Do this. No, like this. No, like this. No, do this. See? Dad. Damn it, look what you gone did. Oh, no, don't start crying. Oh, come on. You need me to fart right in your face? And she starts laughing. You know, Dad. I'm going to hold your nose with my butt cheeks and inject a fart right into your face if you don't stop crying right now. I'm telling you, it gets them every time, especially little girls. Little boys will take you seriously. They'll start crying even harder. It's always got to be some kind of a fart joke just because they're so easy to make. And like girls, I don't know, they really laugh at fart jokes. But only when you're dad. Don't thinking that's gonna get you anywhere with women. It might, but yeah, I'd try other material first. But I'm really worried about Layla. She's such a special girl. She's my baby. I love her so much. She's biologically my daughter. And I know this in my gut. I know this with everything I have observed. I know it in my heart. She's my baby. I have her picture in my phone. When she's comforting me after Karen was being really fucking verbally abusive towards me. And there's no other way to describe the way that woman has been. Sorry. But you know, what fucking man goes around and complains about that shit? Oh, my wife is being verbally abusive to me. What man ever says anything about that until after the woman leaves? A man doesn't fucking go around complaining about his marriage. Am I wrong? Anybody from the South want to disagree with me? I know a certain Yankee who stabbed me in the fucking back who sure as hell gets verbally abused by his wife. I go and try to fucking tell him the same fucking shit's happening to me, and he stabs me in the fucking back. So yeah, you never heard shit about it. Because she wouldn't tell you, and neither would I. But I don't have a habit or a history of making shit up. Again, I never claimed to not be crazy, but I don't make shit up. If these are, if my hallucinations that show up on camera occur in my memory, they are recounted as they occurred or were hallucinated, whichever you prefer to believe. Factually, accurately, as best I can do the first way I've ever fucking seen them. But you can't accuse me of making shit up. Even when I'm talking about my past lives, because those past lives and my memories thereof have borne fruit in the current political environment. And what does the Bible say? You judge a prophet by the fruits he bears. Judge them by their works, say the apostles. I wish that church was open 7 days a week, man. Oh my god. See, in the fucking way these fucking people clutter shit up, I can't wait. I can't wait to be done cleaning out this fucking place. Just unmanageable piles of bullshit. Oh, it all gets put on me, and I'm not the one piling up the bullshit. Somehow my fish area, being a fish area, counts as me being responsible for all the bullshit in the house. The fucking main usable table in the center of the house just gets like books and just weird shit. Just the fuck is this book? Oh, there's my screwdriver. Staples. Over here where the fucking staples go. Where the fucking tape goes. The Bible alive. I put the book on a bookshelf, see? And I'm going to go put these tools in a toolbox. That way, when I'm looking for, a tool or a book, I don't don't have to think, what random place might those be in? Chili fries. Nothing on this entire fucking page is the beer button. There's a table there now that, like, things can be put on. Still haven't found my fucking guitar strings, though. Got the feeling they're somewhere over there. They look pretty damn thoroughly over by the fish tanks. That's about 180 for the day. I'm gonna be really stupid for a second. Just because I don't really have a clue how much progress I've actually made. Say it was getting there. I'm not doing the off days. I'm doing like 100 one day and like 200 something the next. I'm on my 200 day right now. That should be 180. I've been doing sets of 20. I'm regretting not taking the off day. I think I might call it quits on that right there. Anyways, holy shit. Yeah, it definitely got a little more definition kicking. Definitely definition. Yeah. I wonder what I weigh now. Oh, maybe I can go get a scale. I feel like I gotta be at least 180 by now. Definitely feeling a whole lot more weight to myself. It's harder to wrap my fucking arms around me. I think I look visibly bigger on camera. What do y'all think? You think it's paying off? Backlit. The gains. Yeah, I ain't stopping either. I got a goal in mind that I used to have before my back got hurt. And that's where I'm going, man. That'd be more. Let's see if I can hit 200. Ooh, 200. 200. Yeah, when I start looking as thick as like a short guy usually does, like when you're short, it's easy to gain muscle, right? When you're tall, it's not. But when a tall guy gains that level of muscle, I could see why that fat fuck got in the fucker's back of his car and wanted to park way far away from me before he fought, and then just wound up pulling back out and speeding off. I don't really have to worry about being crippled anymore because I don't look it. Oh, but dude, it just fucking feels great, man. It just feels great to be strong again. I'm going broke spending a whole lot of money on food, but I'm trying to eat my stepdad's as much as possible. always slow down towards the end no matter what reps you plan. You always plan your reps. Don't just work until you quit. That way, when you get towards the last few reps, slow down and make them hurt more. Slow down as if you were exhausted, even if you're not exhausted. That seems to be working for me. See if I can actually hit 240. My elbow's not hurting from the push-ups. My elbow always hurts. It's one of them things. Push-ups just making it worse, but you know, fuck it. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Barely got them out. Yeah. Okay, 220 is enough. I'm going to try to set a goal of 187 pounds. I'm not going to get any bigger than that. But I want it to be mostly muscle. So, as long as I'm gaining weight, I got to keep making sure it all goes to muscle. And so far it's going pretty well. You got bad elbows. Sit like that when you curl. It'll help strengthen those bad elbows without straining them. Also makes curling easier on your back, also strengthens your back. Alright, this is probably getting boring. I'm just trying to get a bunch in because it's Friday. I'm supposed to relax tomorrow. Needed to wet my whistle. Seriously, whose arms are those? Like, fuck. Nothing wrong with that, man. ages. I'm gonna be 38 and feeling great, and 39 and feeling fine. "37, far from heaven." Let me go shave my goatee some so I can get carded again. I like it about there. That's not too scruffy. Anyway. Judicial system being used as henchmen for an adulteress. I never thought I would need to use Alex Jones's case as a precedent. But, you know, if Alex Jones and the president can behave erratically and still be considered competent when they're not performing, so can I. But as far as threatening their lives because she said she would leave. She never said she would leave. I never threatened their lives. The only life I ever threatened was the person that she cheated on me with, if she ever cheated on me again. That, and I threatened to end the world with magic. Okay? I have her on video declaring me to be like the second coming. Search Easy Reefers, Bride of Christ, Fed Up. Think about what that means. She has, over and over again, manipulated me into exhibiting symptoms of my known psychological problems. If you want to look at it from a cold, hard science point of view. Despite that, I remain an accurate, verified prophet. Verified on this here channel. Again and again and again. And again, by her own volition on that video I just told you how to search for. In fact, why don't we just go ahead and watch it again now? Actual Bride of Christ. Fed Up.
have trouble putting into words what I'm going to say, so I kind of just prayed on it, and I'm going to talk. Because the world, it's not going the way it should. This look around, what's going on in the Middle East, what's going on in Ukraine, hell, look at our own freaking election system right now. For those of you who have been followers of the channel for a while, hi again. For those of you who are new, welcome. This is going to be my rant,
Ban that.
I guess more or less for the trolls that are out there.
Speaking of trolls.
Because those of you who understand and have been following our channel, you guys already know all this. So, every single thing that Sean has talked about since the very beginning on this channel has come to fruition. Our country is about to fall to pieces. There is about to be a civil war. And the fact that so many
There practically
people
is
aren't
one right
willing
now.
to even consider that this is true, which it is. It's happening. Look around. Watch the news. Try some of the obscure news shows and channels. This is not at all the way it was supposed to be. And Sean has been preaching to you guys since the very beginning. And for those of you who have failed to listen, well, time's up, man. This is it. This is like the countdown to D-Day. I don't even know how else to put it. But everything that Sean has been talking about on this channel has been to prepare everybody for what is happening now. And the fact that there are still so few believers just blows my mind. Y'all have y'all just don't understand the wisdom that come out of his words. We have filmed 2 separate videos that have been dealing with the election and Russia and anti-Trump video, and both times it's been held. It uploads perfectly, but in the process section it holds and refuses to upload. We were able to upload the one this morning to a private channel, but that does us no good trying to get our message out. And again, this is exactly what he said was going to happen. I'm floored. Honestly, I did not think that things were actually going to get this bad, but they've gotten pretty freaking bad, haven't they? People, this whole, I mean everything, and I'm not just even talking about just the election. I mean, we've had so much stuff happen just here where we live. The police shootings, the divide and conquer. The divide and conquer, Russia's got us, man. They are doing a great job with this whole divide and conquer, and this election was just more ammo for them. Y'all should have listened. Y'all should have listened and spoke up and done something, because I don't know if I can say it's too late, but if it's not, we're damn close. But, you know, if you look past all the cussing and the anger that comes along with a lot of Sean's videos, there is words of wisdom there, you know. People go around holding on to too much hate. Y'all, I performed a wedding ceremony today, and it brought me to tears. It was the first one that I've ever officiated, but it was the most beautiful thing, I think, aside from the birth of my children and my own wedding, that I have ever seen. And things like that make me want to believe that there's hope, that people really do still love each other with that deep, true, unconditional love. And then I come home and turn on the news and just pretty much want to throw up. Because y'all haven't been listening. Y'all haven't been listening to the one he's been warning y'all. 2 years now on this channel. Anybody who ever, saw him in a group on Facebook, he's been trying. And y'all just silly little children who just don't want to listen to the wisdom that's trying to be passed down. There's lots of people out there who can tap into their previous lives. Yeah. Definitely one of them from multiple lives. Happens all the time. I just, y'all ain't been listening. Why haven't y'all been listening? It's like the parent trying to take care of the kid. All the kids. That's the parent. No. Y'all rebellious little things. Y'all are gonna cause this whole world to go up in flames. This beautiful place that was given to you. You just freaking go up in flames. And, I don't know if I can say with 100% honesty that I'd be sad to see it go at this point. Just so disappointing, people's behaviors and people's mindsets and the anger and the racism and the hatred. Y'all so disappointing, man. And all while you've had somebody here to guide you in the right direction, and you haven't listened. Anger is not even an issue at this point. It's just sheer disappointment. I don't know, y'all. You tell me. Is any of this going to change? Has anybody actually learned from anything that's been said on this channel at all? All the clues have been there. All of them. Hell, I've even thrown a few of them in there. Not just, my little updates on current events. Why are y'all rejecting your parents, man? I was put here to spread the message of love. That's my purpose. It's my purpose to find and help people learn to love themselves and love each other. Because tell you what, if you don't love yourself, there ain't no way you can love somebody else. And that's just fact. Sean was put here to teach. And God knows he's been trying. Y'all ain't been listening. Y'all need to go back. And I've been saying this in the last couple of videos. I know some of them ain't been uploaded, but y'all need to go back. Y'all need to share the videos with your friends. If you need to tune out the Crazy Jesus Talk, turn out the Crazy Jesus Talk. Who cares? The message. Come on, the message is what's important. And y'all aren't even listening to that. Everybody's so quick to just jump in and attack and do the negative stuff. And no. Listen to the message. Stop with your coming to the table with your cups already full. You can't do that. Empty your freaking cup and go back and watch the videos. Your teacher is here. I don't know what else to tell y'all. He's here. And been given the free advice, the free teachings, the free lessons. And some people understand, but for the most part it's been met with nothing but resistance and negativity. And I just don't even know what to say to that, but go back and watch. Look at the dates. All these videos are generally posted the same day that they're taken. Y'all really need to go back and take a lesson. Hell, go back and read your Bible. Go read your Bible. Go read Revelations. This is, and this isn't anything can't turn around and say, oh, this is God's fault. No. You people brought this on yourselves. I mean, for real. Y'all brought it on yourselves. I don't. There's no other way to put it.
Uh-huh.
Y'all got a teacher who's willing to talk, who's willing to teach. Y'all just don't want to listen. And I don't know what to tell you at this point. Perhaps I waited too long to make this video. I'm sure Sean will agree with me. Because I might have had some words of wisdom to help turn things around before this, but at this point, I don't. It's just crazy. I can't even wrap my mind around it. Y'all just blow my mind. And some of the comments and trolls that are on here trying to rip everything to pieces. We don't care if you're a Trump supporter. I mean, we prefer that you weren't, but, considering all things. But, we try to get you to see the truth behind things. And if we're angry and saying it and sound like, we're condescending, it's not that we mean to be. We are just tired of the blind walking around in the dark pretending like they can see everything. That's scary. But go back, I'm telling y'all. Go back. And if you don't like this rant and rave, you know what? I don't give a shit. I really don't. Y'all have had a teacher the whole time. The teacher. The whole time.
That's a Gnostic reference, by the way, if you're not familiar.
I want to listen, stubborn ass kids. Anyway, it's about that time to start getting my kids ready for bed. Y'all need to go back. I don't care you don't like this. I'm not even going to be looking at the comments, so. Y'all have had a teacher. And I pray that it's not too late. I really do. Because a lot of y'all are worth saving. It's a matter of opening your mind and opening your heart to the truth. So if you enjoy, like and subscribe. Go back. I know there are a lot of videos to sift through, but it's worth it. Y'all have a good night.
I'm getting pretty good at making the facial expression icons, huh? Look, man. 3 words. Jambalaya. Anyway. that video is over 2 years old. And I don't know if you noticed. Trump's basically overtly called for a civil war. What we have right now is basically a civil Cold War going on inside of this country. You have a Russian-affiliated mafia of jihadists and white supremacists versus the democratic United States of America. And civil war wasn't my only prediction theories. What we were looking at was how she simplified things in a way that was a very surface-like understanding of what's actually been prophesied, while giving very good lip service, knowing that I was going to watch the video to manipulate me into believing that she actually believed. But while she was there to witness the events of 2011 and saw for herself, she was in her heart rebellious against God himself the whole time, never ceasing. And you could see that come out in her every time she stopped and talked about giving up or letting it all end, basically. Anyways. I'm gonna get some fucking sleep now. Because it is Saturday. And I am done working. And I'm gonna be a good little Christian. And observe the Sabbath and stuff. And, yeah, check the schedule. I think I'm going to go to a Catholic Mass. Because there's a St. John the Baptist church here in town, and I want to see what that's like. Because the church that I go to is only 2 days a week. And I need a church I can go to all the damn time. Anyways. So thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to click the like button if you haven't already, and make sure you're subscribed. If you are a subscriber, make sure you check your subscription and notification bell to make sure you get notified of future broadcasts and uploads, blah, blah, blah.